Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the Fuzzy Biker Garage. It's a beautiful day, it's in the 70s out there. I have got a wonderful motorcycle to ride. I had this out last night. So this is my personal Harley-Davidson Sportster. It's a 1976. It belonged to a friend of mine, a guy I went to high school with. He bought it new and had it all his whatever life, and when he passed away, his widow was gracious enough to give it to us. And I rebuilt the whole thing from the ground up. It's got original paint, original seat, a lot of stuff's original. You know, the wheels, all that neat stuff. I think the exhaust pipe's not original. The carburetor obviously is not original, and the battery's not original. But we've done everything else. It's got dust all over it. It hasn't been rode this year other than yesterday. I finally got it out. It's in tip-top shape. We overhauled the motor. You know, we did everything we could to it, and it's just a whole bunch of fun to ride. Barry was the guy who was, he was a likable fellow. He had a very strong personality. Those of you that know Barry are laughing right now. He loved this motorcycle. He loved Harley Davidsons. And at a certain point in time, he got a different one. And we think what happened was the starter went out on this and he pushed it in the corner. He was a mechanic, pushed it in the corner, meaning to get back to work on it someday. And he just never did. It never did. When I got it, the starter was out of it and had a brand new back tire and, you know, brand new brakes on, I think it was the back, but nothing, you know. So we think he had worked on it, the starter went out and he just pushed it in the corner and let it go. And I got it, well, anyway, beautiful bike. It's got a disc brake on the front, 76. I think the first year of this disc brake might have been 74, 75. It's a left side shift. It was the second year of the left side shift. I think 75 was the first year of the left side shift. It's got the drum brake on the back down here. Check that out. It's got a lot of steel and iron. There's the chain, of course, oil tank. It's a dry sump engine. It's 1,000 cc. It's called an iron head because all of this is iron or steel, I guess it would be. This is the tack drive. That's a generator right there. Got a cycle electronic generator. Mikuni carburetor, because I tried many different carburetors and none of them would do what we needed. I got this $100 Mikuni, and from the very first day it worked great. So from the very first time we hit the start button, it worked great. The shocks are absolutely shot on the back. The front isn't much better. I did put new brake pad on the front. The brake pads on this, you have to rivet them on, and I grew up in an era when that was common, so I knew how to do that, of course. The front tire is a new tire. Let's see, what else can I tell you about it? Just look at that, isn't it just gorgeous? Just a beautiful thing right there. That's the horn right there in the center. Primary drive right there. Chain drive primary. Big chrome battery box. Just a fun thing to ride. It's like, I've said it before, it's like wrestling an octopus, you know? Riding these old bikes is literally like wrestling an octopus. They just, you really got to be paying attention. You know, they're about 50 horsepower, about 50 foot-pounds of torque. They'd be about, I don't know, about 70, 75 newton meters of torque. The bike, nearest we can figure, weighs about 500 pounds. I found, I've never weighed it, and I found things that say it weighs as little as 450, and I found other things that say it weighs 550. So I'm gonna call it 450 or 500 pounds. Very low seat height, very narrow motorcycle. Check this out. Just narrow as can be. You know, you can flat foot this very easily. 2-gallon gas tank. They call it the peanut gas tank. When you go for a motorcycle ride on this thing, when you fill it up, as you're screwing the gas cap back on the bike, you better know where your next gas stop is, because it'll go about 70 miles and then you're out. So we did, when we rebuilt it, we put the original points ignition back in. This is the cone where the points would be. And then we just had trouble with that. So I went ahead and put an electronic ignition in there. So I have a bike that actually starts whenever it's supposed to. I love this thing. It's all metal. You know, it's just a beautiful thing. I really appreciate the fact that good old Barry took care of it all his life, and you know, that his wife was willing to pass it on to him, that his family, you know, I've talked to his sister. It's just been it's a wonderful thing, and I will have it forever. It's the one motorcycle I just cannot ever sell. So can you believe that? That's true. Anyway, I'm gonna get this thing outside, start it up, and go for a ride. Wahoo! So to start a bike like this up, first thing you do is turn on the fuel. That's on. This is the enricher down here. You hit that down. It's not a choke, it's an enricher. I don't know what the difference is, but that's what they call it. It's a Mikuni carburetor. You turn the key on, little lights come on. Let's see, it's in neutral already. The run switch is in the run position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about that? Comes right to life, huh? This mess on the ground was from yesterday. We leaked a little bit of juice out of here. I love the way this thing sounds. Let's go for a ride. Next time y'all are in the mighty metropolis of Marnia, Iowa, make sure you stop right there at the Derailed Grill. Give their Wahoo burger a try, by golly. If y'all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield like my hot rod right over there, my Himalayan, get yourself over to Baxter Cycle in the mighty metropolis here. They've got accessories, gear, all kinds of good stuff for you. All kinds of bikes, Royal Enfields, Triumphs, sometimes Harleys even, by golly, Hondas. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I'm on a wonderful bike. Get off your couch. Get off your easy chair, get over to BaxterCycle.com and check that out. Tell them Harley Fuzzy Biker sent you. Get off your couch, get off your easy chair, get out and live some life, my friends. Whoa!